Hello everybody, it's me, Kay. Welcome back to some more Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior. I don't think I ever explained that why it says Dragon Quest on the title card, just in case I'm doing later Dragon Quest games and they drop the Warrior part, so it doesn't get confusing, that people realize, like, okay, this is a progressive series. And not, this guy did the Dragon Warrior series, but then he started Dragon Quest at, like, part 5. What the fuck's he doing? I just wanted to make it, progress linearly and conveniently. I have given a lot of thought to doing all of the 2D Dragon Quests and Final Fantasies and Phantasy Stars on the channel at some point, so it'd be good to have that aware. What level am I? I am mere level 7. I would love to get to level 9 today, and then we will do a lot of dungeon crawling. But for now, let's just see what we can get here. I always hit the A button instead of the B because they're backwards on the NES controller, and it always fucks me up. I've lost my touch for that over the years. Okay, well, starting off with Magidraki. I should two-shot them if I recall now. That hurt was not so bad. It did, but it's okay. And I ended up buying the hand axe. Yes, I did. Okay. So Cole has light plate for 1,000. That wouldn't be a bad purchase by any means. I'd like a better weapon, of course. So last time we talked about one of the 3 main personalities involved with Dragon Quest and making it the series that it is. We talked about Koichi Sugiyama, the composer, who's a big old shitbird. However, I would like to talk about somebody far, far cooler today, and that is Yuji Horii, who is the designer of the games, basically. So Yuji Horii is responsible for Dragon Quest, like, as a whole. Like, it wouldn't be what it is without him, bar none. Like, it would have different graphics, and it would have different music without the other 2 members of that trifecta, but the game itself would just not be what it is without him, because he is the game designer for every game in the franchise, and has said that he intends to be the game designer for every game until he passes away, because it's really his baby and he loves it. More power to him, that's nice. It keeps a consistent vision that way. But yeah, so he used to be a writer for, like, a gaming column in a magazine, I think it was Shonen Jump, in the mid-'80s. And he entered an Enix-sponsored game programming contest where he made a game called Love Match Tennis. And so I believe he won the contest and ended up with basically a job at Enix, which is kind of cool. That's a hell of a prize to get. Back in the day, that was just the kind of thing that happened with a lot of Japanese companies, because working on video games was not something that, like, just the average, like, programmer did. It was something that people who were interested specifically in video games would go do. And it was seen as kind of a lesser thing, because that's why you see people's names in the credits for old NES games as being, like, just weird nicknames and stuff, because they didn't want to give their real name. It's just a strange quirk of back in the day, where it was seen as, like, not cool to work on video games, because I guess it was seen as a childish thing. I don't know the exact reason why that was considered shameful. Or just, like, kind of lame or something. Like, it somehow hurt your odds with other companies. But, so yeah, he went on to make a very famous game in Japan called the Portopia Serial Murder Case, which is, like, probably the first visual novel-style adventure game. It's a murder mystery game. And that game was so influential that that's actually the game that inspired Hideo Kojima to get into making video games. Yuji Horii himself was inspired by classic PC or computer RPGs, CRPGs like Ultima and Wizardry, which both of those games were popular in the West, but despite being made by Western devs, they were insanely popular in Japan. Wizardry was huge and still gets games made only in Japan. It's a huge... Wizardry is a big deal there. And that was back on, like, the Apple PC. This was before there were dedicated consoles. So when he started developing with the NES, he's like, I want to make an RPG like Wizardry or Ultima that's very accessible and kind of easier and simpler to control, like more straightforward with the controls, because of course those games are hard to control. There's like 500 keys to press on a keyboard, and you have to type in weird spell names that don't make any sense to cast spell, just all kinds of stuff. So he designed the simple user interface that we have here with the 4 commands and then the like sub commands, which is pretty cool. It's a good system. It kind of laid the groundwork for JRPGs in general forever. So that's pretty rad. See, in general, he's just very influential. Yuji Horii made Dragon Quest what it is. He kind of made a whole genre in the visual novel adventure style games. Not just like a strict visual novel, but the combination of the two into a genre. Think like Snatcher, for example, is a good example, which is inspired by the Portopia serial murder case. I think he went on to make another one of those. I think it was the Hokkaido serial murder case. It's like a sequel to it. But very influential, kind of one of the founding fathers of JRPGs as you would think of them. Now, there were CRPGs before Wizardry and before Ultima, but they were ancient old, like a Kabaleth, Moria, Rogue. It's another important one. They were so simplistic. Like, you just bump into stuff and fight it, and you live or die on dice rolls. It was very simple. And all that, of course, came about because of Dungeons & Dragons, which was a huge deal at that time. So I have 36 maximum HP. Okay, so I can cast another heal, probably. Yes, good. Alright. Well, we're definitely able to just bludgeon our way through scorpions and stuff now. We're much tougher, so that's a good sign. Even the hurts aren't really taking us down fast. We can take several hurts before we're, hurt. I don't know. It's very awkward when the spell is just called hurt, okay? It would be, I believe, Frizz in the modern translation, which is the lowest level fire spell. Later games, like much later, like I think like 5 or 6 and on, somewhere around the middle of the franchise, they get a new translation going, and everything gets a more intuitive and funny spell name. Like fire spells are Frizz, and ice spells are Crack. Lightning is Zap, and wind is Whoosh. Heal is just heal, and then like buff is kabuff, and debuffs are sap. I'm gonna really hope I don't die right here. There we go. Okay, we need to throw down a couple heals there. We ate some pretty bad hurts there, and we are now hurt. It's very straightforward what it does, I suppose. There we go. Okay, we're fine. To get a few more guys before we go. Yeah, Scorpion. You know what? We will put Scorpion to sleep, though. Yep, that was put the Scorpion to sleep. And thou shalt kick the Scorpion's ass. Oh yeah, 12 damage on a Scorpion is no joke. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Let's head back and get our MP back now. Oh, I overshot Tangential Castle by a good margin there. Yeah, and also, from what I've heard, Yuji Horii's pretty cool dude. He's not like some massive shitlord like Sugiyama was. He just likes to make Dragon Quest games and video games in general, and from everything I've heard about him, seems to be a pretty chill, cool dude, so good on him. That is all my maximum MP, isn't it? He just does refill, yeah. I'm missing 1 health, but I'm not too asked to deal with it. Alright, so, I want to take another swing at that dungeon. Red slime fucked right up. Not even the dungeon itself, I just want to see how I can handle enemies in it right now. Because I've geared up both my equipment slots further, and I've gained a couple levels since then, I think 2. I have sleep, which would help me a lot, probably. I want to see if I can maybe take on some things in there, because they're worth a goodly bit more EXP and gold both. And if I can get to 1,000 gold, I can probably get myself something decent. Yeah, I was done on defeating the slime. Thine Jan Slimeth. I love the hideously wrong Elizabethan or even ye olde or medieval English that they used for the first game. It was a delightful decision by the translators and localization team. It's wrong, it's really goofy, but it is delightful. Like, thou hast done well in defeating the Magic Dragon. It's so unnecessarily verbose, which is funny because usually JRPGs back in the day had to be much more, like, curt and short with everything they said because of text space limitations. That's actually the reason why we never got the NES version of Final Fantasy II and Final Fantasy III, even though they were advertised in Nintendo Power and they had, like, screenshots of them in English. It just, as they were finishing the translation, they realized, oh shit, we can't fit it on the cartridge anymore. Because, of course, English is a lot more character heavy than Japanese. You can say something a single line of text in Japanese that might be like 5 sentences in English. It can be far larger, and of course every character takes up a tiny bit of space on your cartridge, and it ended up, once the full English translation was plugged in, it actually ran out of room and the game couldn't ship. And they just didn't know what to really do about that, so they kind of gave up. And we never got the English versions of those. Modernly, you can play them in English, of course, because there's fan translations, and emulation isn't beholden to the size of a storage, like a memory chip on the side of a cartridge. Let's go ahead and use a torch. I don't have any torches, right? Well, I'm just going to walk back and forth here, actually. I want to see how a druid holds up against me, or anything really in here. There's a couple enemies that won't be too tough. Alright, there's a druid. Okay. Can I put druids to sleep? That's a good thing to know. Yeah, I can, actually. Okay. So, 1 hit. We dealt 9. Another 9, so he's got 18 damage. He dealt 1 to me with that attack. Okay. Another 8, and he's dead. Okay, I think we might be in something resembling goddamn business here. Oh, and scorpions are down here, which is not a big deal. Scorpion, yeah, hit point increased by 1. Our armor's too good for them now, I think. And they get 2-shot. So, we're 3-shotting druid roughly, and we're 2-shotting scorpions. I like those. I like those odds. I'm gonna go get some torches. Maybe stay at the inn. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of allergies. It's summertime, so I got those allergies going on. I try to turn away from the microphone for that. I think this microphone has a mute function, this new one. I don't know the ins and outs of that new microphone yet. I mentioned in an episode of TCG Card Shop, I believe, that I have a new microphone. I'm still learning the ins and outs of it. It does have a nice little purple light in it, though, which makes me happy, because obviously I like the purple. Ow. Well, I'm not going to risk it, and I'm going to cast Heal right here. Yeah. Because he cast Hurt again, that sumbitch. Okay. Yeah, that was for the best. Okay, we crit him anyway. Good. Screw you, Magidraki. I'll cast a quick heal. See how expensive a night at the inn in Garenham is. I don't think it's terribly bad. I wish everybody'd stop hitting me with constant spam of hurt, though. I could do without. Ghosts are fine. Ghosts are just free. 3 EXP and gold is an okay amount when you only need like 100-ish to gain a level right now. Yep, perish, fool. Nice, 14 damage you hit. That's pretty good. And yeah, they do have a slight range due to like a floating decimal point or something like in the gold that they give you. Alright, there's Garenham. Don't have to issue any command to enter the town. You'd think they'd do that for stairs too, but no. What all is for sale here again? What doth thou got? Half plate. The large shield is only 800, and that's a pretty good deal, actually. I might take him up on that large shield when I get 800 gold. 25 gold? Yeah, that's fine. That's like 2 Druin or a couple Scorpions. That's whatever. Okay, now I need to have a torch. Probably buy like 3 torches. They're cheap. No, old man, don't you get in my way. Okay, I beat him to it. Alright, buy, please, a torch. Oh, they're only 8? That's nice. Yes, I would like another torch. And I would like 1 more torch. I think 3 torches should be adequate. Some items stack in your inventory. Torches don't, so be careful. Don't overload yourself on torches. When we hit level 9, we'll actually get a spell that will replace our need for torches, if I recall. I think that's level 9. It would be nice, because it's also a bigger radius. It just slowly fades and gets smaller and smaller until it goes away after enough steps. Okay, and... No, don't head that way. The slime. That's quaint. Okay, hi slime. Well, I'm glad we've basically got a new grinding spot. Druins are quite handleable. I think they can cast Hurt, but what can't these days? Oh, Magidraki, how delightful. I'm so happy to see you. Yep, here comes the Hurt spell. Great, thanks. Oh, it's a cheap little 3 damager. That's fine. I took him. We're halfway to a large shield. I don't have the large shield. Do I have the small shield? Yes, okay. Small shield is okay, but large shield's pretty great. Ooh, oh god. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can I put you to sleep? Yes, I can, but it's gonna be bad. I dealt 10. Okay, he's asleep. How much health you got? What are we talking? 17. He hath woken up. Ooh. He hath kicked my ass a little bit. 7. Ooh. Okay, I can get 1 more in. Okay, that was done well in defeating the skeleton. 11 EXP and 27 gold. Okay, that's pretty good. Skeletons are very, very real shit right now. We don't like them. I'd prefer not to fight them, but I probably would accept a fight with them if one shows up. They don't have any magic, at least. Not this kind. Later skeletons have some nastiness to them. Skeleton soldiers are not pleasant, if I recall. Nor, like, doom skeletons, or whatever the fuck the highest tier is. Okay, so, item. Use a torch. There we go. I can kind of look around a little bit here. I'm just going to stick to one area for now. Okay, so, what does Druin do? Do they actually have a spell? They hit me for 3. That's not that bad, really. Oh, no, I two-shot that Druin. Hell yeah. 70 XP and 15 gold. Okay. Another Druin. Kill this, and we've paid for our torches, I believe, and our inn stay at this point pretty well. Oh, yeah, the Druins are nice now. The Druins are hella nice. Oh, we leveled up. Sick. Would have served thee well. That's been promoted to the next level. My power increases by 4. Response speed increases by 3. Maximum hit points increased by 5. Maximum magic increased by 3. Very nice level up. That was a good level. Oh, there's ghosts. That ghost is like, nope. That was not the ghost with the most. That was, in fact, the ghost with the least. It's actually better just this longer hallway to run through. And a magician. Let's see. Magician. He's gone, baby. Once we're level 9, I think we're going to thoroughly start exploring this cave and getting all the loot out of it, because it does have some good money in it. This is what I like to see. I want to see Druins. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, I like Druins. They are weak as shit now. Remember when this thing was dealing like 7 damage and terrifying me? 70 XP a kill and 12 gold is not bad. We like Druins, we like ghosts, we like magicians, we like scorpions. We don't like skeletons too much, but we can kill them in a pinch. I need to heal. Let's not get too cocky down here. There might be a skeleton in here. I don't know if skeletons spawn in the mountain cave here. The Hard Rock Cafe. Okay, Okay, what we got? Ah, it's a ghost. Eat shit, ghost. That's what I think of you and your tongue sticking out. A scorpion, no problem. Yeah, if you're hitting consistently for around 3 damage, I ain't too scared of you anymore. Like less than 1/10 of my maximum HP, no big deal. No problem. It's this I don't like. I don't like that hurt, because sometimes that does in fact hurt. It's so awkward. It's such an awkward spell name to talk about. It's like, I cast heal, so now I'm healed. I cast hurt, so now I hurt. Ah, good Scorpion. Scorpions ain't got no spells. Scorpions ain't got nothing. That Scorpion ain't got accuracy either, apparently. Oh, you got me that time for 2. No big. No big. Yeah, we got this. That is not enough golds. Okay. Magician. We are making pretty good money down here. And the EXP ain't half bad. I think around 1,000 is when I get level 9, so... Whoa, that was fast. Okay, so magicians sometimes flee now. That's how powerful we are. Druids are the best thing down here, I feel like. They seem to be the weakest, and they consistently die in 2 hits, except when they don't there when I'm talking about how they do. Thanks, game. But usually they die in 2 hits, and they're 15 gold. 7 EXP is pretty nice, too. Was it 7 and 15 compared to a magician is like 4 and 9 or something? And is actually more dangerous? I don't even think the druids cast hurt. Yeah, 4 and 9. I haven't seen the druid cast a spell yet. That's interesting. Okay, we should get him on the next hit. Yeah, best you're dealing is 3. I'm alright with you. Oh yeah, there we go. They're not very sturdy, I noticed. They're weaker than scorpions, but kind of better to fight. As I said in the previous episode, those would be lunatics in modern translation. And the ghost would be a ghost. Later versions would be Fightgeists and Spitgeists, which are, of course, a play on Zeitgeist, which is German for, like, the spirit of the times, denoting, like, a prevailing thing in its era, like how the Zeitgeist of the Industrial Revolution was a moving away from agrarian ideals and society. That would be the Zeitgeist of that time. If it's a German word, it's usually 2 things mashed together to make a word. Like every German loanword in English pretty much is. But yeah, the amount of monster pun names that end up in this game is truly something incredible to behold. Like, if we get into some later games, you're going to see some serious wordplay like you have never beheld before. Speaking of wordplay, I was thinking about an idea I had in a D&D campaign. In, I believe, Eberron campaign setting, there are areas... I don't know if I've ever told this story before. There are areas where magic has run amok and basically animate versions of spells are, like, living and just traveling around attacking things. So, like, you might get to an area that has, like, sentient fireball that's just constantly going around exploding on things. Or just roaming, like, Tensor's floating discs, or Evard's black tentacles that just kind of escaped being temporary and are now permanent and just wandering the world. I wanted to create an area that was overrun with the Bigby's Grasping Hand spell, and refer to it as Gnome Hand's Land. I never got an occasion. I've never DM'd an Eberron campaign, so... Tragic, because Gnome Hand's Land is top tier. If any of you watching ever DM an Eberron campaign, please make Gnome Hand's Land. Just overrun with Bigby's grasping hand spells, just fucking manhandling everybody they meet. That'd be fucking dangerous, too. Just a bunch of phantom hands that can attack you and touch you. Like, that's not nice. That would actually be pretty threatening. Punched him in the face and he ran away. Appropriate. Appropriate response to this jackass attacking you. Wow. Yeah, not bad. I get 1 or 2 more guys down here. This is going a lot better now that we're down here doing this shit. Might take a trip back to Tantagel and see how close I am to a level. Oh, we get the drop on me. Well, that's okay. I'm about to get him dropped. Ow. No, I don't think you're gonna do well, Druin. Nah, I think I have you. Yeah. There we go. I was done well in defeating the Druin. I got 700 gold. I'm tempted to stay down here a little longer, but I'm not stupid. I get out while the getting's good. I know better. All it takes is one bad fight with a skeleton or something, and I'm dead and lose like 350 gold right now. No, that ghost was not having it today. Oh, speaking of, can we run? Yes, we can. I'm not having it either. Everybody running away today. Thank God I was able to get away from that skeleton. I did not want him in my life. No, damn, ain't nobody want to do nothing. We're all just pacifism today. And like, let's just agree to disagree and go our separate ways. Magidrake, I can kill it. That's okay. Oh my God, I one-shot that Magidrake and it was not a crit. I just killed him. Okay, I'm down with that. Making Magidrakes less annoying is good because they are one of the most obnoxious monsters for me right now. I'm gonna pop back by Tantagel. Goest. Goodbye, Goest. Goodbye. Has done not very hard in defeating the Goest. Damn the encounter rate. Why do they show up just to run away? Like, it should just have them run away instead of showing up, and I don't even know they're there. Like, I don't want that. It just is an unnecessary little delay, a little hiccup in the game. Okay, let's go talk to Magic Man down here and get all our magic back. Heal and then get all our magic back and see what our situation is looking like then. Talk. Yeah, my coming was foretold by legend. No, he heals me to full each time. I don't have to do it twice. I just have to do it after I cast the heal spell, damn it. Is that everything? No, I have 41 maximum HP. Oh, we broke 40. Nice, okay. Alright, and I wish I could just use Take and pick this man up and carry him around with me. He'd be very helpful. Let's go talk to Big King Square Guy. His name's King Lorik, but he's more like King Rubik, because he's a fucking cube of a man. Alright, Kingy, what do I need? 365. Oh, never mind, I need a shitload. That's at 1,200 EXP. Goddamn. Yeah, sure, let's save on the Imperial Scrolls of Honor. I do wish to continue thy quest, though. Oh God, that's gonna be a big grind for that level. However, level 9 is where basically the grinding gets a lot different. Like, we're going to be doing more stuff in the world and getting some EXP as we progress through several parts of the game at that point, so that's fine. I'm gonna get that large shield, because the half plate is not as big of an upgrade over the chainmail as the large shield is over the small shield. There are only 3 shields in the game. The small shield, the large shield, and the magic shield, if I recall. So, may as well get that upgrade because it's pretty high tier. Then we can go to... Oh, we might try to get down to Caitlin at some point. That'd be fun. I one-shot you? Yep, sure did. Just pulped that Magidrake, damn. Okay, come on, give me another one shot. Hell yeah. Oh, no, that was not enough. He has 15 life exactly. Ow! That was a pretty big hurt. He put the hurt on me, literally. Okay. So if I'm getting about 9 to 10 EXP, I need about 36-ish kills. So we'll say due to variation in what I'm fighting, I probably need to kill about 40 monsters to level up. That's not actually that bad at this point. If we were still fighting slimes for 1 EXP, it would suck. But now, yeah, that's kind of manageable. The Draki is whatever. It's as fast to kill it as it is to let it run away, practically, so I might as well take the 2 EXP in gold. Again, you can just enter that by walking into it, but if you go on stairs, you have to use the stairs command of all things. It's a very strange choice. Well, he didn't cast anything, he just punched me once with his weak little hand. Okay, 4 EXP. Those are not that good. Magicians are not that helpful anymore. They do give a somewhat nice little chunk of gold. And 100 of them would be 1,000 gold. That's not terrible. Goest. It's over fast, at least. 3 XP, 3 gold. I need 1,200 total EXP to get my level up. And then I will be sitting pretty good for exploring, because I will have the Radiance spell. I am almost positive that's at level 9. Ow. That 2's not bad. Give me a good hit. Yeah, I think they only got 20 or 21 health anyway, so they're not too hard to kill. I want to kill Druins, but it's really going to be more like 60-ish kills probably because I'm not getting all Druins. But yeah, probably got it this episode if I had to guess. Definitely got the gold, which is going to make us even harder to kill with just melee damage and should reduce everything we're taking down here to about 1, which would help us a lot. There's enough gold for the shield if I want. Dunk. I love the sound of my big stupid face running into a wall. If they were really cruel, that would make you take 1 damage for walking into a wall in the dark. Maybe we have the common sense to hold our hand out in front of us. Yeah, just a little more defense will reduce this Druid to pretty much irrelevance. Magician. The worst thing down here is the Magician, because of the hurt spell, actually dealing usually somewhat decent damage to me. If I could just fight without the Magicians, this would be a lot nicer. But unfortunately, they are the biggest problem down here. Ghosts are a one-shot. They don't matter. God damn, that was a big hit. 36 damage to the poor bastard. Scorpions are fairly easy. Once I get a better piece of gear, they'll be even easier. Druids are pushovers. Ghosts are one-shot freebies. And Magicians are just kind of annoying. I don't think there's skeletons down here, but I could still be wrong, and that's very frightening to realize that there might be skeletons down here and I don't know about it. I really want to know about skeletons if there's skeletons. Okay, Druid, that's what I like to see. Hell yeah, give me that Druid. Do your 3 damage. Nope, 1, nice. They have more than 20 health, they got 21 health then, I think. They sure ain't got 30. Okay, there we go. We need 195 more EXP to be done with this mess. I could buy my shield now, but I'm just gonna wait till I am done grinding down here and go get it. I've still got plenty of MP to heal with. About time for a heal, too. Ow, hey. I missed. Damn, this one's a frustrating Druid. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's cast a little magic here. Heal up. Okay, that'll be good. I got 41 max. 33 is probably a little too high for another heal then. There we go. We should kill him on the next hit, I'd say. Do about 8 damage. Yeah, oh, that's more than enough. Oh, like those Druids, 7 EXP and 13 gold is really good. It's Scorpion's not bad. Scorpion sometimes takes 3 hits, though. This one did not. 6 and 13. Yeah, it's not quite as good, so the Druids are easier than the Scorpion, realistically, and a little bit better value. So once you can comfortably kill Scorpions, probably around level 7, 6 or 7, you can come down here with decent gear for your level and kick some ass on these Druids. Oh, damn it. I hate it when they go first. Going first is like my chief advantage for dealing with shit. 13. Yeah, we're about 159 away now. We are definitely getting through there. That's pretty swift. In like the 5 minutes we've been down here grinding, we've gotten about 150-ish EXP. Or about 100-ish EXP, I'm sorry. Nice, nice. Thankfully, fights in this game are blindingly swift. Maybe the final boss will take a minute or two to kill, but most everything, including the other things that could classify as potentially being a boss, maybe sort of, don't last long. The fight ends fast one way or another. In the late game, usually not in the good way, unfortunately, unless you're very careful. Okay, so time for more healing. I've got 3 more casts of this bad boy. Give me another one while we're here, please. Hell yeah. I got 2 more casts of heal, and a sleep if I run into a skeleton on the way out, so that's fine. My melee is now dealing consistently more damage than casting hurt, so I've kind of lost my interest in the hurt spell. Sleep is where it's at if I really want to get damage per MP value there, because I will probably get 2 hits in melee, and that'll be more than the value of a single hurt spell worth of damage. Sleep costs the same amount, 2 MP. I think it costs 3 in later releases of this game, but which is fair because it's actually a very, very powerful spell throughout the entire game. Eventually, heal will also fall off, and we will need a bigger heal spell, but we don't get that for quite a while. Okay, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Oh yes, I'm loving these just rapid-fire Druids. This is what I want to see. Hell yes. Yes. Oh, that is lovely. Okay. So 118 more EXP to get to level 9. I was gonna say level 30? I was like, no, 30's the cap in the game, by the way. Level 30 is the cap. You will not get to level 30. There's no point. You will beat the game at level 20-ish. Like level 19, level 20, something like that. I'll probably be level 20 because I have a bad name and it's not giving me a good stat spread. I think I'm gaining agility and MP when I really wish I would have gotten my favorite stats being strength and HP. Those are the best ones to have. Although the extra MP isn't a bad thing, I suppose. Hey, didn't even get me. Good shit. Die, magician. He made himself disappear. What do you know? Now that's when he runs away. I made him disappear. Maybe I'm the magician. Oh, goddammit. He goes first. Thank goodness this thing's not poisonous or something weird like that. That's not a thing yet. Status effects other than sleep and can't cast spells are not a thing in this game. Okay, less than 100 EXP to go for level 9. Definitely getting there. A ghost. Bye. Okay, I can take a scorpion, that's alright. Oh, 12 damage was a good hit. He got me for a good 3 there, don't love that. He's dead. No more than 19 HP on them, okay. Time for a heal. Yeah, back to 41, that's a good heal, damn. Went from 25 to 41, that's what, 16... Yeah, 16 HP, that's a good cast. Rolled pretty high. Another druid. 9 damage, okay, so I got... No, gonna need one more hit. 9 and 8 don't do it. That will, though. 989 is a studio, but does also enough damage to kill a druid. Remember them making a lot of PS1 games? 989 Studios. Very memorable logo, announcer voice. Druid. Did they make Vigilante 8? I think they did. That feels familiar. That's a name I associate with them for some reason. Vigilante 8 was a vehicular combat game in the vein of Twisted Metal, a genre which had its golden age on the PS1 and then gave up. Largely. They realized, like, we have the well has run dry on what we can do with a vehicle combat racing game. A good choice. They got out while the getting was good, I think. Okay, Scorpion. Needle 7. Nice, that got him. That was just enough. Good shit. Need 61 more EXP for that level. No, that ghost says Nost. The ghost with the least. Okay, if I can get 9 on this hit. Only don't roll an 8. Or a 7, unfortunately. Smack me around some more, Scorpion. I probably better get going out of here so I can deal with the inevitable skeleton that shows up. Oh, God. Okay, well, free ghost. On the way out, we'll just take you too. Thou hast kicked the ghost's ass. Let's go upstairs. We've still got a torch for coming back down there again, don't we? Yes, we have one torch. Excellent. It's not a horrible idea to pick up some herbs now and then, because they are a decent healing item. They heal more than the heal spell, by the way. Just so you know. They are nice. It's just that they cost like 20 gold or whatever, so say hell with that. That's multiple druids. That ghost was not doing it. Ah, there's our boy. I think we can take him. Put this bad boy sleep. Go the fuck to sleep. 8. Okay. We got 12. He got 20 damage on him. Ow. Took 7 damage there. Okay, 29 was enough to take him. 28 gold is no joke. Let's get out of here because I don't want to run into a second skeleton. Oh, hey, look what it is, a second skeleton. Run. I do want to run in a skeleton. Fuck that up. Shut up, okay? Stop. Recompose yourself, sir. That joke is dead. I'm not doing it. It just died hideously in my upper palate as I struggled to say words. This is what happens when you talk for hours on end to do these videos. Y'all have no idea how many videos I've done before this or how many will be done after. You never know that unless I say something, but I know. I know that it's fucking rough. Okay, we should be safe now. The worst thing will be, like, ghosts now once you cross the bridge. Bridges usually seem to denote a change in monsters from what I've seen in the game. At least he didn't cast Hurt. I cast Hurt with my fucking fist, damn. A ghost. Dealt with easily. Alright, adjusting my chair a little bit there. I'm more comfortable now. I gotta sit here for a long damn time. Not a very exercise-oriented profession, Let's Player. Not very. Okay, there we go. Or not. There we go. Well, you can't possibly bushwhack me with another spawn now, can you? Okay, we're in town. I would like to purchase something. I think I shall get the shield, actually. Let me look at my stats first. Status. Okay, so our defense power is 26 right now. We'll see what we get for 800 gold. It's 26, we said. Yeah, we get 45 back. Okay, so 26 has become 32. That's another 6 defense, and that's pretty dang nice, actually. I like that result. 25 gold per night, sure. I'm Swimming in cash right now. Eventually, you will no longer give a damn about money. Once you have bought the last, 2 items that you can ever really buy, which is the second best armor in the game and the best shield in the game. So the best armor in the game is found, and the best sword in the game is found. I'm going to gain a level very soon. 18 more EXP. That is good. I don't remember how much MP it costs to cast the spell that I want to cast, but we will soon discover that. I was done well in defeating the Ghost. I really feel like I've accomplished a lot there, thanks. Magician. There we go. 11 more EXP to get my level up, I believe, unless I've been counting terribly poorly. Oh, he lived. Damn. Ow, I got hurt. That wasn't a bad one. It didn't hurt much. 6 EXP to go to 1,200, which I believe is the level. I could be very, very mistaken. Ooh. You know what? I will put your ass to sleep, and I will get you because you're worth good money. I wouldn't mind that half plate. I'm about halfway to my half plate. Skeleton hath woken up, and he hath dealt 5 damage to my candy ass. Ow. Oh, that was not a good hit, but at least it was enough to kill him. Nope, that was not sufficient. I need a few more kills. I was somewhere close to 1,200. My math was off. Might be like 1,220 or something. In any case, let's light it up. There we go. Last torch we'll ever need, in all likelihood. Was it maybe 1,300 and I just mathed off slightly? I don't know. Either way, this run will get it. There's more than enough EXP coming in this trip. I always get more than 100 down here. Oh, it dodged, and then it hit me for a significant hit. 4, wow. That's crazy, because it hit me harder than it's ever hit me, and I have better defense. That would have been really bad if I didn't have that shield, then. It just rolled, super high somehow. Ghosts are not a big deal. Them, they die fast. I mean, they're already dead. How bad can they be? I said that, but then I run away from skeletons because they're terrifying. You know, I think modernly society has really, what would the word be, bowdlerized? I guess, they've just defeated, all fear of a skeleton as a thing that's bad and scary. We view them as, spoopy and silly now. The other thing for that is witches, I think. Witches are no longer a scary thing because we think of them as yee-hee-hee-hee-hee. We just kind of made them goofy. Zombies can still be scary, a mummy can be scary, the creature can be scary. The creature is not meant to be scary so much as it's just kind of meant to be sad, really. But the creature being Frankenstein's monster. It's just usually referred to as the creature. I guess vampires can still be kind of scary. Vampires are more horny nowadays than I think scary, but skeletons and witches have just fallen completely off, man. You cannot do skeletons and witches. I watched spoilers for the movie Weapons if you never watched it. It was somewhat recent and was fairly popular. I didn't think very highly of it. The villain is a fucking witch, and it's just you trying to make me scared? This is a serious horror movie, and the villain is a witch casting spells and shit. No, man. I saw the Witch. That was way scarier kind of witch. It just, I wasn't impressed with Weapons. I hope the new Resident Evil, reboot that director's doing is good. I have high hopes for that. I have really, really high hopes for that. I'm gonna be disappointed, but I have high hopes. I think it was 1,300, and I just miscounted. Let's heal up a little bit. I wonder when that Resident Evil movie's coming out, because, I never saw Welcome to Raccoon City, but I heard it was actually fun. Not necessarily good, but fun. All of the Paul W.S. Anderson Resident Evil movies are the worst thing ever and tantamount to war crimes. And then the CG movies are pretty fun, except for the most recent one with the worst gunfight in the history of gunfights. That one wasn't very impressive, but the first two were fun. So I'm really hopeful that the new Resident Evil movie will be good. I really, really want it to be good. The trailer was good. So, please, be good to me. I would love to actually have a good live-action Resident Evil movie happen at some point. Because the franchise is based on B-movies. Like, the original is just a playable B-movie. Just like a B-grade horror movie. That's why the voice acting's so cheesy and bad. Like, part of that was on purpose. That's why they got English voice actors for the game, even in Japan. Because they wanted them to be, you know, kind of delivering a poor English performance to capture the B-movie feel. Which is why, like, the first couple Resident Evil, I guess the first one at least, is not scary so much as it's kind of spoopy. And that's always my favorite, is spoopy. Like, I don't really dig scary movies. I don't find them particularly scary, but I just don't find them particularly entertaining either. I like the spoopy vibe. Like, the second Resident Evil game was genuinely kind of scary. Like, that did horror pretty well. There was a lot of horror elements to that one. I think the first one was kind of silly, in a good way. And then, like, 3 was more horror. Everything became more horror until it became an action game with 4, and that changed it again, so... I guess that's a franchise that's really evolved a lot, hasn't it? It started out as a doofy-ass B-movie video game, became a serious horror series, became a big, ridiculous action game series for 4, 5, and 6, then went back to horror for 7 and 8, and now 9, which is also a solid horror game, except when you're Leon and it's a big, goofy action game. That's kind of interesting to think, like, how the franchise has evolved. It's fascinating to look at video games and see how, like, within the same series, a game changes and evolves. Resident Evil's a particularly fun one for that, because it's gone through, like, 3 incarnations of what it really wants to be. And if you're wondering, I like Resident Evil 1. I'm not going to count 0 in the numbered list. I like Resident Evil 2 and 3 and 4. 5 was fun to play with Nori. 6 was a big piece of shit. 7 and 8 were pretty cool, and I haven't played 9, but I've heard it's great. So, really, Resident Evil 5 and 6 were the bad ones, in my opinion. Okay, so we got our level up. Let's see what we got here. Power increased by 8. Agility by 2. Maximum hit points by 4. Maximum magic by 6. And we got a new spell. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's cast that spell. We have 16 MP. Cast Radiant. It only costs 3. Nice. And as you can see, it's pretty great. You can navigate around down here now. We're still going to kill some Druins, because that's what we do now. Druins are our life. I eat, sleep, and dream Druins. Everything is Druins. My life is Druins. Everything is potato. Damn, we are dealing some big boy damage now with that 8 additional strength. That was a significant improvement in our life. How much damage are we doing on just a hit? Yeah, 13 there, hitting a Scorpion, which is fairly tough. 13 and 14 on a Scorpion is no joke. We might one-shot Magicians now, which would be great, meaning they won't cast Hurt on us anymore unless they get the drop on us with it. That would kind of rule. I'm just checking out the dungeon now. Oh yeah, 2 damage, it's fine. What we got? 14. Oh yeah, I'm liking this damage we're dealing now. That's a big improvement. Oh yeah, 2-shot and Druid's pretty good. Okay, they go down easy enough. Maybe that's why you can't go downstairs automatically, because that staircase was in the way. Let's take this. Oh, I have to stand on it, okay. Let's found the herb. Ah, that's right, there's a respawning herb in this cave, and herbs do stack on, like, torches, so it's quite worth it to get them. Oh, no, didn't one-shot the Magician. Damn shame that, but... Yeah, Radiant has a nice 3 range instead of the torch's 1. It's quite good. This will be our go-to for exploring dark areas from now on. Let's see what's down here. I don't know what's downstairs, actually. My Radiant has weakened a little bit. at the time. Oh, a Drakima. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I want to fight him, though. Drakima takes damage, casts hurt. Okay, I can take another one of those. Yep. Okay, that was done well to defeat the Drakima. 11 EXP and 15 gold. That's not too bad. I'm going to cast a heal. I know where this is, so I'm going to go down here and look around. Okay, let's check over here. Ah, this is what I want to see, a droll, which are called drolls in the modern translation as well. These are pretty easy if I recall. Yeah, I don't think they're too bad. Yeah, we two-shot them, and there were 10 EXP and 22 gold, so yes, we like drolls. That's the thing I want to be fighting. And they do like, what, 3 or 4 damage a hit. It's not a big deal. We can handle that. The Drakimas I don't like. I think I'm gonna run from them. But the drolls are awesome. We love drolls. Drolls are great. Oh my god, they're so weak, and we get so much from them. Okay, I'm gonna head out, though, because my Radiant is gonna start to get small. A Poltergeist. I think I should run from that, because I don't remember what those do. Let's go upstairs. It's getting dark. Radiant's, 3, so I couldn't cast a heal if I want to cast another Radiant before the end of this, so I gotta be careful. That herb will be back when I come back, by the way, so it's worth grabbing. Ah, god damn it. There we go. No, down here, I believe. Yeah, there we go, we're out. Okay, in that case, heal. That way I can deal with the skeleton that will be showing up inevitably, as they always seem to want to. Okay, back to town. How much EXP did we get? We got 76 more than the level up, so that's not too bad, actually. We might 3-shot skeletons now, which would be good. And we do have an herb in case there's a horrifying emergency and we are super damaged, so. But I don't want to waste those. Those are very convenient to just have. It's like having a better heal spell just on demand right there. Yeah, okay. 2-shot Scorpions reliably. 2-shot Druids reliably. At minimum 2-shotting, probably 1-shotting Magicians. Magic Drakis go down in 1 hit now, probably. Oh yeah, that killed that Magician outright. Maybe I just rolled really astronomically bad on that one I didn't kill. I did deal 10 to him anyway, so that's pretty decent. Nope, they still live sometimes. 12's not enough to kill them. They got, I think, 13 or 14 health. But they just don't last that long. They're not far from Garenham now. We'll make it. Yeah, here we go. Oh, we got red slime in the way. Bye. Yeah, it peaced out. Okay. Let's stop by the inn. Get all our stuff back. Take a quick look at our situation here. Room and board. Yeah, it's a great room, too. It's just maybe 15 square foot room with no furniture and brick floor. Seems comfy. Seems hella comfy. I love it. Alright, so let's head back to Tantagel Castle to finish up so we can save with Kingy. Because I gotta save to finish playing, so. And then we'll see what our situation for the path to level 10 shall be. Hope you're all still enjoying the series. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. I know it's very grindy. I wanted to show it because I'm a very old school traditional Let's Player. As you know by now, I do the very old school style. And I show pretty much everything that I do on camera. It's rare that I do stuff off camera unless I'm getting back to somewhere that we were and missed, like because we died or something in an action game or something like that. So I want you to see and understand and thus appreciate the grind that is Dragon Warrior 1 / Dragon Quest 1. Because it is its own thing and it deserves to be experienced fully, but not played. So we'll see how we're doing with Kingy here. Hey, Kingy. Really pleased, yes. 603 points, so that would be actually 2,000 EXP total for level 10. You can see it's getting a little nasty now. The EXP totals are arising. Yes, I will tell all of my deeds. Thank you, Kingy. I do not wish to continue. Rest then for a while. Okay, well, I'll see you on the next episode. Hope everybody's having fun. I'm still having fun. As always, thanks for watching. Please be good to one another. Bye-bye.